Okay. Okay. I'll start then. You are the only person that will always have your back 100% of the time. Nobody else, no matter how close you are to them, is guaranteed to be around forever. Yet it can still be hard to stick up for yourself. Do you ever find yourself agreeing to things you don't want to do? Maybe just because you don't know how to say no to people? It's important to remember this quote by Ayn Rand. She said, "Learn to value yourself, which means to fight for your own happiness." This is a reminder to look out for yourself and appreciate yourself and all that you can do. This quote can be interpreted in different ways, but to me, it means that you need to advocate for yourself. Sometimes things aren't going to go how you want, maybe at work, and you're the only person that can bring it up to make a change for that. It's also a reminder that you control how you feel and what you do for yourself. So if you're laying on the couch all day and you don't feel good, then you're the only person who can change that. And it's also a reminder to know your worth. This quote really resonates with me because sometimes I have a hard time remembering that I control myself and that the effort I put in is what will get me places. For example, in the past, I've had a hard time making friends just because I've been too nervous to talk to someone. But if I am not going to talk to someone, then how do I know somebody will talk to me? It's also hard for me sometimes to look out for myself because I want everybody to be happy and I would rather everybody happy rather than me be happy sometimes. So, to restate the quote, Ayn Rand said, "Learn to value yourself," which means to fight for your own happiness. This quote serves as a reminder to myself that I control my own happiness and that I need to look out for myself. Okay. Who wants to go?
Are you going, Jackson?
Oh, are we required to do a Q&A after these speeches, or is it or no?
Oh,
Do we
good
not
point.
have to do?
I think so. So I guess we can Q&A now.
Okay.
So, Morgan, when do you feel that you really stepped outside of that box of actually reaching out?
Um, Probably this year I've been putting in more of an effort. My mom has been telling me so much, like you just have to do it. Other people are probably too scared too. So probably this year, this is my first year at Black Hills State. I went to the University of Wyoming before and it was just a bigger school and I found it just a lot harder. Everybody seemed a little bit less approachable, but so far here I've been trying to do better at stepping outside of my comfort zone in that way. I think someone else can go now. That's probably good.
Yeah, I suppose I could go. Do we have to like stand up, or can we just sit down and like just go like this? Or
You can sit. In the book, it said, like,
it's,
as
it
long as
did
you're
say that.
framed,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Um, Sorry about like this light in the background. I don't know. Hopefully that's not too distracting. Like I don't know. I guess I could. I don't know. Not much else I can do with that. Um. Okay. Um. So let me. Sorry, I just cut out there for some reason. All right. Are we all? Can you guys hear me and everything? Are we good? We good? Okay, perfect. Okay. So, what inspires you? What is the driving force that gets you up in the morning to start your day? Sometimes it can be hard to find the motivation to do things, especially if you forget what you're doing them for and what like you think your purpose is with what you're doing, and like just your driving force that basically like gets you to do everything you want to do in your day. So my quote I chose is, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift, by Steve Prefontaine. So what this quote means to me is basically it just is an inspiring way to think about how you should live your life and how you should treat and like how you should dedicate yourself to like the things that matter and things that you care about. Um, so Steve Prefontaine was an American long distance runner who set a lot of records in distance running and was a pretty well known guy. He kind of made distance running a little bit more popular to people, and basically it just, I think it's just saying don't give up when things get hard, don't sell yourself short, and just whenever you're doing something, make sure you're giving it 100% and you're not like selling yourself short, and like making sure that the people that you're doing it for, like you know who you're doing it for and you know why you're doing it. And so it relates to me because am also a long distance runner, so obviously it inspires me as an athlete to, when I'm competing, to do everything I can in a race, to just give everything I have out there and to run for my teammates, for my family, for myself. But it also inspires me as a student and just a son and a brother to my brother and sister. And it just helped me become a better person. And um, I have a story along with this quote too. When I was in high school, I got really sick before this big meet, and I still ran it even though I wasn't 100%, and I knew it wasn't going to go well, but I ran it anyway. And I mean, I didn't do very good, but I still went out there and I gave all I had, and I didn't sell myself short, and I didn't just give up and say, well, I'm too sick to run this, so I'm just going to give up. I made sure I went out there and did everything I could, and I didn't win, but it was still a good moment, a good teaching moment for me to just, no matter what your circumstances are, you have to just give everything you can and know that things are going to get hard, but you are doing it for a reason. So again, to give anything less than your best is sacrifice the gift. Never give up on yourself. Never forget why you do it and who you're doing it for, whatever it is, and always just go all in. That's it.
Is this a quote that you've known for a while, or did you find it doing this?
No, it's definitely a quote I've known for a while. Yeah, it just, I think probably like middle school or something like that. Like right when I started to get into running, is when I found out about Steve Prefontaine, because he's probably the most famous runner out there. So yeah, no, and there's a lot of movies on him too. So I've seen all his movies and I've read a book too. And so yeah, I've known about it for quite a while. All right. Someone else is good to go if there's no more questions.
Who wants to go next? Do you want me to go next? I guess so. All right. So I don't want to give so much effort. I just can't do this. Why is everything so difficult? Well, why are we all here working towards a degree of some sorts, if not wanting something more? Something worth having is something worth learning. Nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. A great quote given by Theodore Roosevelt back in the 1900s, trying to rally American people around working hard for our country, supporting the country, working for the farmer. just a valuable democratic pretty much speech that he gave to motivate everybody. So now, looking at what it is currently, what does it mean to me? You ask. Well, the doing in this quote is learning to me. So it takes effort, difficulty, pain, at times physical pain, mental pain. The practice of doing is a lesson learned. I'd guess going back for me as a kid, I put it to my first vehicle. It was me having to save all my money, work hard, miss out on time with my friends, spent doing everything I could to earn the pennies, the dollars that I had to put towards it. My family wasn't one that could afford to just pay a car for me. So it meant a lot more to me. My blood, sweat, tears, my toil was a lot more valuable than just having it given to me. Um, how that correlates into now is I have two kids of my own that I want to learn those valuable lessons, to strive for more, to have that effort given, to learn, to push themselves to the worth. And again, with that comes nothing in this world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, and difficulty. Coming for full circle from my youth and giving everything I had put into buying my first car, teaching the values worth of hard work, carrying that mentality onto my children so they can understand the value of worth, in the same regard is why the quote carries so much meaning and value to me. Teddy Roosevelt, a legendary man, a man of worth, president, soldier, and so many other things, scholar, all of that, I think was a really valuable quote to me. So, questions on that? And I hope I wasn't muted the whole time. That'd be embarrassing.
Did
No,
you
you're good.
originally, oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay, did you originally have like a strong work ethic, or did this quote like help inspire you to like work harder?
I've always had a strong work ethic. I'm a farm kid, so I started on the farm when I was, 13, working, from sun up to sundown. So I think it was instilled in me by, just my growings up. And when I saw the quote, which did come with doing this quote speech, I was like, gosh, that it just struck home that I'm like, gosh, this is a value of mine. I don't know how I've never ran across it prior. So
I guess like what strategies do you use as a dad to teach your kids the value of like work ethic and working for the things that you want because it won't just be given to you?
So my son just turned 15, so he's driving to and from school. So he's got to get a job, and actually start helping pay for insurance and learning the value of what it takes for that, paying for his gas. Both my kids, my daughter's 11, they both mow the lawn, and learn the value of that. Saves dad having to do it, but I think it's a good value too for them to understand what hard work is, earns for them. So they're not afraid to help do whatever it takes too. So
I guess if I can go next if you're done.
yep,
Okay,
all you.
cool. Guess I'll start then. Have any of you ever felt invisible or intangible? Do you question if you're noticed by other people? I'm gonna say that you do have a presence, whether that presence is standard in our social norms or if it's unusual. You might feel invisible and unheard, but think of it this way instead, you're abstract, which leads me to the quote. It is often my nature to be abstract, hidden in plain sight, or nowhere at all. This quote is by Gerard Way, and it tells me and all of you that everybody carries significance and it's okay to be different. Um, this quote is by Gerard Way. He's a person who consistently spoke out about mental health and talked about his experiences growing up about being different. Um, he was kind of like the nerdy kid, and he was usually quiet in school. When he got older, he like got like a lot of popularity from a band, but he didn't really change as a person. He kind of like kept his view on the world like the same. And since he was struggling a lot mentally during that time, he kind of liked to voice out to his fans that like what they're going through is like okay and that their life still mattered. Um, my basic understanding of the quote, like what it means to me, is that everyone carries a presence and everyone is significant. I've been the quiet kid my whole life and I've been talked over and ignored. Um, so this kind of quote means a lot to me because instead of thinking I'm different and like weird, I think of myself as abstract. Um, because there's a lot of people who believe that different equals less when it's not true. So to restate my quote, it is often my nature to be abstract, hidden in plain sight, or nowhere at all. I know I'm not the only one who has felt like this at some point or another, but I kind of want to reiterate that everyone is important and different doesn't equal less. And while abstract may not be for everyone, those who are willing to spend time to understand will have gained a unique and important perspective of the world. The end. Any questions?
Where did you find that quote? That's really cool.
So I listened to the band My Chemical Romance, and he's the main singer, Gerard Way is, and he also wrote this quote, which is how I found that quote. It was originally in like a letter after he dismembered the band saying like how he's doing and like like how he's still out here in the world helping us despite like not actively speaking out about mental health so much. So I've just kind of known him and known his quotes. So that's just why I picked one of his for this specific thing. That's all.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. I was just gonna see if there's any way that we can do my speech on Wednesday because I have had family problems, emergencies come up the past 2 days. That's why I asked if we could push the Zoom back today because I thought be able to have it done, but I don't, unfortunately. So I was just wondering, like, if there's a time, um, because like I seen in Aaron's on his comment in the discussion, he said that we could maybe do it, like you guys get yours done and then I could do mine another time if that's okay. If like schedules align.
That works for me. I work until 2:30 on Wednesday, but anytime after that I can hop on. If you want to like host it and set it up, like I'll definitely hop on whenever.
My schedule is really random, but like if you tell us a time that you're going to be ready by, like I'll try my best to be there because,
Okay.
gotta make sure everybody gets their credits.
Yeah. I'm open all Wednesday. That's why I asked. So maybe we could do it around the same time, if that's okay, if it matches with everyone else's schedule.
That
Yeah,
works
that
for me.
works for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
definitely
could
can
do
hop on.
Wednesday night.
Okay, thank you so much.
We are a
Awesome.
team. We have to do it at least one more time. So
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, if you just like put the link, I'm sure we can all just hop on.
Okay. Yeah. I might like need some help like figuring out how to like do a host and everything. So I will definitely like let you know or something. I'll
Mhm.
text you or something. Yeah. So I can figure out how to do it correctly.
Yeah. Next time I'll try to just make a text group because I think that would be easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, perfect. We'll see you guys Wednesday.
all right.
Thank
Are
you
you
once again.
then, Morgan?
Hmm. Sorry.
Sorry, do
I
you
don't.
want everybody talking at once? Do you want to send that recorded one hopefully over to us then?
Yeah, I'll get it over
Like-
by tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Sounds good.
Morgan. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank
See
you for
ya.
hosting and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, see if I can stop recording.